another edition of the Sports Shop 27. I'm your host, Jermaine Coulter, and today's special guest, on the way KJ went, here he is.
Hey, we back in the game. Let's go, baby.
Okay.
Let's go.
I got my co-host, Kevin Johnson, KJ in the building, and also today's special guest, coming in from Orangeburg, South Carolina, Shrine Bowl participant.
Yeah.
All area, all conference, all state, all American, South Carolina State Bulldog, first team all MEAC. I mean, preseason all American, preseason all MEAC, led the state in tackles in 1998. My former teammate, former linebacker, we played in the middle together. One of the hardest hitters I ever played with. And I'm not just exaggerating. All right. We got today's special guest, Derek.
Hey, man. You kind of breaking up.
Hey, Harrison, what's up, man?
You kind of breaking up. So I'm going to jump in, bro. Dude, let me tell you something, man. KJ, bro. Man, thank y'all so much, bro. Y'all don't even understand the amount of respect I have for what y'all doing, bro. Like, it's well overdue, man, what you guys are doing. So I give much respect to this platform y'all created, man, for old, naughty heads like myself to go down memory lane for a quick second.
That's right, man.
On a platform that's on a national stage, bro.
That's right, man.
You know what I'm saying? So, dude, I appreciate y'all, man.
Yes, sir.
Thank you,
sir.
Yeah.
For people that don't know you, Derek, Coach Harrison, for people that don't know, let them know where you're from and a little bit about your background.
Okay. Originally from Irmo, South Carolina, man.
Irmo.
Grew up there playing, didn't play football starting off. Actually, I thought I was a hoop dreamer. I was watching UNLV back in the day, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augman. That whole crew when they were smashing Duke. So I thought I was going to be a hooper. So that's what started me off early on. And then went through middle school playing AAU basketball, all that good stuff. Back when AAU basketball was, kind of like really kind of jumping off or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I stopped growing up and started growing out. And my coach was like, hey, you might want to think about playing football and use these skill sets that you learned in basketball for football. So played middle school ball at Irmo Middle School for 1 year.
All right.
And then my 9th grade year in high school at Irmo High School, I made the varsity football team over there at Irmo High School and played my freshman and sophomore year on varsity at Irmo High School. Started over there too. Kind of jumped in the scene. I got an older brother who kind of really showed me the way about how to handle myself on the field in that situation. And then transferred to OW my junior and senior year and got the honor of playing beside you and some other cats, man. And
all right, cool.
Shrine Bowl, that whole deal, all state. Then went on, got a scholarship at Appalachian State and played ball there for 2 years. Decided it was time for me to move on, take my talents to somewhere else. So I took it, I transferred to state, man, and finished up there and had a great career there, man.
Yeah. What's up, man? Now take me all the way back, man. Now what age you started playing football? And was football your first love, or was it another sport?
So you break it up on me there, KJ. So I kind of, if I heard you correctly, my actual age was like right about 13, and and I was watching my pops. He was big on sports and whatnot, so he was like, watch TV, watch NFL, watch college, and during that time it was LT, and it was Derek Brooks. Derek Brooks at Florida State. That's why he was number 10. So I was number 10. That's where I got the number from. But damn, his name Derek. He wasn't number 10. He a guy. So I want to be a guy. So, that's why I was 10. Right. Yeah, man. So when I transferred to OW, Coach Brown was like, well, there's no number 10 is taken, but you can get number 11. So I was honored with that number, for representing Coach Brown and creating that legacy of wearing number 11 at OW.
Damn. That's what's up.
So at Irmo, you started middle school or rec league?
One more again, bro.
At Irmo, did you start in middle school or rec league at age 13?
It was middle school ball. It was middle school ball. At Irmo, they had two middle schools, and I played on one of the middle school teams there, and then went on from there to the varsity.
So you always played linebacker?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. I don't know nothing else. I had a coach, man. I had an old school white coach, man. God bless the dead, man. His name was Bob Stillwell. He was my defensive coordinator at Irmo High School, and man, he really poured into me like his knowledge, like for real. Like we would meet, no boy job, man. This is 93, 94, 95. We met every morning during the football season before school at 6 o'clock a.m. And he would sit me down and we would watch film together at 6 o'clock in the morning up until school started. And on Fridays, he would bring me breakfast. And it was with all the other linebackers eventually too. So I learned to be a student of the game from him, you know what I'm saying, as far as how to learn how to watch film, how to dissect the different plays or whatever. So, and that's one thing I'm truly blessed to have had great coaches, you know what I'm saying? And then the head coach, there was Bob Hanna. He's a great coach, but Bob Stillwell, man, that was my first true, you know what I'm saying, coach that really poured into me the true skill set of what it means to be a linebacker.
Man, cool. So going to Orangeburg Wilkinson, man, how was it playing for Coach Tommy Brown and playing with players like Woody Danzler and Jackie Robinson? Hey, man, how was it playing with those guys?
Hey, bro, let me tell you, bro. Okay, let me tell you, I'm going to be transparent. I came from a school of Irmo. I was the only black kid in the classroom. So I go to OW, and I thought I was fast. So
yeah.
And I'm seeing cats flying. You hear me? I see Woody. Of course, I knew who Woody was. So I see Woody Danzler out there. I'm sweating because it's bringing me back memories. I see Woody out there, and I'm like, dang, this dude is floating on air. And then I see Jackie at receiver. I'm like, this dude is my size, seemed like. I talk about, and then we had Toy Dukes and Craig Freemans and Jermaine Hill. Then we had
long list.
Look, man, then we had the current principal at OW, who's doing a hell of a job, Raheem Elamine. You know what I'm saying? He playing outside linebacker and also playing wide receiver, bro. So I'm like, with a big neck roll on. You know, this 96, 97, so dude, neck rolls in style. I'm like, this is crazy. So to go from that environment of seeing, I'm just gonna be transparent here. You know what I mean? A lot of different white athletes who were great athletes. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong, but seeing the athlete and how it transitioned to seeing how a bunch of brothers do it, it made me step my game up, man. Because I knew I had to bring it every day, especially when we're at practice and I'm seeing Clemson on the sideline, Florida State on the sideline, Virginia, Georgia, NC-State, Michigan. I'm seeing all these schools because they come to see Woody. So I'm like, real talk. I'm like, well, shit, I got to get me. So they got to see me.
I got to go see me too. All right.
I got to get that.
Shoot, I'm the best linebacker around here. Shoot.
Yes, sir. Believe that.
Yeah.
So, man, but seeing it, man, was a culture shock. Straight up. Was a total culture shock. Because, like I said, growing up in Irmo during that time, I was the only black kid in my class. You know, there was other black kids in the school, don't get me wrong. Not like in my class, I was like all 400 or whatever. Mm-hmm. But like in one set of students, I'd be like the only black kid. So, you know, and then all the way through high school was like that. You know, so I go to a W and I'm like, wow, these dudes. And then hitting that weight room, like I was a strong dude, but then hitting that weight room and seeing how, you know what I'm saying, another aspect of it, man.
Oh yeah, man.
Take my game to another level.
That's right.
I mean? And KJ, don't get it twisted. When I seen you transferring, I think you transferred the year after I was graduating. Right? I was graduating. That's when you came in. And I was like, man, what does you play? And he was like, corner. I was like, shit, this is a corner. This is amazing. I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
And, I know. Man, like I said, like Jermaine, I told you I was hyped about this interview, bro.
I know.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm talking about.
Jermaine was like, it was my senior year. Jermaine was like inside linebacker, and we was like thumping dudes. Hear me?
Woo! Yeah, man. Jermaine was telling me,
got me one. Yeah.
I say KJ.
So
this
man,
the part where
this
this the
playing
part
with
where
great players all around, man.
yes.
You know, Keto Whetstone.
Yep.
4-year scholarship player at Furman University.
Furman, that's right.
You know, I'm sorry. Come on in. I'm sorry, guys. I know.
It's all good, man.
All right, tell me come get it. Right there. I'm sorry, man.
Go ahead.
But seeing those types of guys and practicing with them and playing with them and seeing how they prepare and seeing how they transition to college and taking their skill set to another level, it just meant so much to me to see that and see brothers doing it, and then to see Coach Brown doing it, who I hold. Hey, look at man, ain't no higher in my book. Ain't no higher.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was an honor, man. True honor.
I mean, it seems like back then we didn't know what we was getting into and how we were developing, and now looking back at it 20 years later, I mean, we went through a lot, but it was like the best thing ever that we ever volunteered to do, which was hard work.
It's for our own good, man.
You ever had to do in your life. But it kind of set the stage moving forward for everything else. So it's like, man, we had an all-star team, man. So it's like I said, we were hitting a lot of guys, man, and this guy right here had running back squirming like, and mouthpiece falling out. I'm
coming out.
Laughing.
Yeah.
He looking at me laughing. We laughing. Go back to the huddle. Like, you saw that?
I'm talking about during the snaps now.
Dang.
Man, it was so live, man. It was so live. And,
man.
And I'm gonna tell you, man, that's in part why I transferred from Appalachian State, because I came from that environment where, you know what I'm saying, we getting down between plays. Like we you know, nothing against App State, wish nothing but success, but just from an environment of knowing how that environment was at OW and how tight we were. You know what I'm saying? Like crazy tight, and then the environment was different. You know, so I was like, this. It was unfamiliar to me. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, let me let them have that. Let me go on, you know, to the other side.
Yeah.
No.
So you get to us your junior year. I think this is 96, Woody's senior year. You know, you guys, we had, you know, Irmo is our rival. You come from Irmo to OW.
Yeah.
Who's the first person that you meet in the locker room that welcome you into OW? I mean, I know that's kind of hard because you're a rival.
Oh, let me think now. Let me think. Tion Brown.
I knew it.
Tion Brown.
That's a funny cat.
Brown, man. Coach Brown was walking me around the school, showing me the different, you know, hallways. You know, if you're not familiar with OW, well, y'all familiar, but for the audience, OW is a maze within a maze within a maze. You can get lost in there.
Yeah, you
so
can.
He was showing me around the school, and he had Tion. I met Tion or whatever, and that's the first dude I met, man. And he was like, "Yeah, I'm Tion, sophomore, whatever. You know, play linebacker, you know, whatever." And I'm like, "This skinny dude play linebacker?" But Tion will knock your head clean off. You hear me?
Yeah.
I'm talking about will knock your head clean off.
That's what he played for.
yes. Snap every snap.
Yes.
Yeah. So Tion and his brother Chantrell, another little guy, but would knock your head smooth off. Those are two guys I met first, and then, you know, once practice and all that started going in, and then meeting, you know, the other guys on the squad, and then getting in the section group with Coach Mack, who's a great linebacker coach. I learned so much from him. Frank Mack, former SC.State Bulldog himself, all conference guy.
Ooh.
Great linebacker, great mentor, great coach. I still use some of his terminology today when I coach my guys.
Okay, cool.
So and like I said, it was just a family environment, that whole field, man. It was a welcoming field.
All right. So I know your senior year, we go to Somerville. I think we lose 14-7. The next few months, you get prepared for the Shrine Bowl, correct? at Bank of America Stadium, Carolina Panthers.
All right.
South Carolina versus North Carolina. Talk about that experience a little bit and what you realize about your talent versus everybody else that was on that Shrine Bowl team.
I'm gonna tell you straight up, fellas. I didn't think I was gonna make the team. I thought Jackie Robinson, who's my best dog from here to ever, and Craig Freeman, who was a lockdown corner. I thought those two were gonna make the Shrine Bowl, and I thought I might have had a chance at the North-South game.
Yeah, okay.
So I wasn't even just being transparent here. I was like, okay, well, let me prepare for the North-South game because I know I can make North-South game.
Yeah.
And then so when Coach Brown called me that night, he was like, Derek, yada yada, got good news for you. You make the Shrine Bowl. And I said, what, Coach? I mean, what?
For real?
He said, KJ, for real. I was like, for real? I made the Shrine Bowl? So he was like, yes. You know how you talk. he was like, yeah, you made it. And I cuts a flip in the house. Hear me. I gets on the bed like Macaulay Culkin on Home Alone and jumping on the bed,
man.
cut flips.
I made it,
Mama. Hey, look, Mama, I made it. She come in the room with the belt. Get your ass on the bed.
Hey, boy. Shoot. Okay.
So I was turned, bro. Like, for real. Like, I was like, it's my chance. Because I'm a short guy. You know what I'm saying? And during that time, late 90s, you had to be 6'2", 6'3".
Yeah, certain height. Yep.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You had to fit that mold. So I'm like 5'9.5", 5'10" on a good day. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, I'm about to go over here and lay wood to these boys and let it be known. So I'm like, okay, I made it. So then I asked Coach Brown, I said, okay, cool. I said, you called Jackie and told him he made it yet? And he was like, he ain't make it. And I'm like, what?
Something right.
So I was pissed.
I know he was. I remember.
Like, understand, that's my dude. So I was pissed.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, that's cool. Jack gonna make North-South. Craig, so I said, well, okay. I said, well, did Craig make it? And he was like, no, he didn't make it. What? And so I was pissed about that, for real. So when I get to practice at the Shrine Bowl, I'm like, okay, let me see who they chose over Jack. And I'm gonna smack them in their mouth as soon as they come across the middle.
Soon as I said come across.
Hey, as soon as they hit a slant route, ambulance, back them up, so to get to the Shrine Bowl immediately.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so coach is like, Derek, you got to stop hitting our guys, So I'm like, I'm playing football. Like this is, and I'm like, I didn't want to be a smart aleck or whatever. But I'm like, okay, but this your guy though. Okay, so I'm about to smack him in their mouth so we can get the real guy up here.
That's right.
True story. Some other guys on the Shrine Bowl team, I'm gonna name drop them. Chris Hope, who played for Florida State.
All right, there you go.
Guy.
Yeah.
He was like, hey man, where Jack at? Because they was like, where he at too. Some other guys, Derek Ross, who ended up playing for Ohio State, who went to Northwestern. So it was guys out there, and no disrespect for the guys that made it. Let me make that ultra clear.
Yeah.
They deserve it too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they wasn't my guy. You know what I'm saying? So So it was that whole situation. So I'm out there trying to kill receivers so they can get Jackie a call. But so yeah, I was not caring at all. Like
tell me.
You know what I'm saying? Like my guy ain't there, so you got to get this wood.
Dang.
So, but it was a great experience, man. And then for real, when I get up there, dudes was looking at me like, who is this dude? Because the other linebackers that was playing beside me that was there was Kenny Harney, who ended up playing for USC. He's 6'4", high school. He's 6'4", 230. Then we had another guy named Bobby Brown who played at Spartanburg High School. He's 6'2", 6'3". And then we had another great linebacker named Gerald Robinson. God bless his day. I think he's passed away now too. He was a 6'3". Yeah, he was a 6'3". He was number 33 for the Rich Northeast.
All right.
Jermaine, he was a guy, like a grown man. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, this is what I got to do. So let me get in strike this wood to these boys, let them know, like, yeah, you about to get all this every play. Like,
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, man. So it was a great experience, man. Great experience.
All right. So you go into the recruiting stage. How many visits do you take at that time?
I took 4, I think. I took a school called VMI. I went to the Citadel. I went to App State. I can't think of the other 2. To be honest with you, there was 2 more I went on. I can't call them right now.
Okay.
But you know, I went to App State, and when I went on my recruiting visit to App State, they had a linebacker man there by the name of Dexter Coakley, who ended up being a 10-year, I think about a 10 or 12-year vet for the NFL. He played for the Cowboys and St. Louis Rams at the time.
Yep.
And they was like, you know, we see you in the same mode as this guy. And Dexter Coakley is a 5'9", 5'10" linebacker also. So they gave me big love. You know, I'm not even gonna lie. And they play at a high level, you know, as y'all know now, you know, but you know, then they was Division I AA, but they were at a super high level playing. I mean, while I was there, we beat Wake Forest twice. You know what I'm saying? My freshman year, because I redshirted my first year, then my redshirt freshman year, I started the first game of the season. We played against Auburn, down at Auburn, and we lose to them on the last second touchdown. You know, that was my actual first game starting then. So it was, you know what I mean? So they played at a high level. But like I said earlier, it just wasn't my environment.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the process was fun, though.
Yeah, what made you choose App State, man? What made you go there? What made you make that decision?
No doubt, man. Just the love they gave me, man. And I actually went up there on a visit. And another partner of mine, one of my best friends also, his name's Irvin Mack. Matter of fact, he's the Midlands area director for FCA up here in Columbia. Yeah, solid brother, man. I'm talking about very solid. He played at Fairfield Central with you know, David Corley and Al Troy, that whole group. He played safety there. So me and him was like, hey man, let's just go rock out and go to App State. And we ended up rooming together. But he transferred after the first semester because he felt what I felt. You know what I'm saying? Because he came from Fairfield Central, and you guys can understand how that was, talking with David and talking to Al Troy, what kind of environment that was at Fairfield Central. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, you know, we was in a dorm, and he was like, hey Derek, like, man, I'm just not feeling it like that, man. I think I'm about to bounce. So he transferred, and I was like, well, I'm gonna stick it out. And I stuck it out for that one more year. Then I went on out and left myself.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Cool. So you get to South Carolina State. This is what, year 2000?
Yes, 2001? Yeah, 2000. 2000. I got to state and had to sit out that year, and I got into the books, man. You know, and just being totally transparent, man. I App State, man, for those that aren't familiar, is very much a party school. You know, so I had a great time. I had a great time.
Yeah.
So that was part of the reason why too I had to leave. So,
you know
what I'm saying? So I had to get on, right?
Yeah.
So got to state in 2000, and I sat and met with Coach Jeffries, and man, God bless him. That dude is amazing. That man is amazing. And he said, well, you can come on, transfer here, we get you on scholarship, get your grades together, and practice with us and all that good stuff. So he allowed me to even go through 2 days the year I had to sit out, and this is not common. So and I so transferred there at 2000, practiced with him. And I said, well, since I can't play during the games, I'm gonna get this work during the practices, because they had during that time they had a tight end who was an NFL guy who ended up getting drafted in the NFL. Had the offensive lineman end up going to the NFL, running back, and so I thought, okay, well, there's some work here. I can get this work too. So let me get better. So that's what I did, man. I just got better and better and better from like just learning the craft of the position even more, and that's what helped me that following year get the success I had.
Well, since we're talking about Coach Jeffries, I got some clips. I'm gonna pay a tribute to Coach Jeffries. You know, for me as a kid, was very influential in my life. Because in Saturdays, Clemson and the Gamecocks, they were big, but for us in Orangeburg, South Carolina State was the main attraction. Mm-hmm. And we always went to the games on Saturday. So he allowed us to come on the sidelines as little kids, be ball boys, first down markers and things of that nature. He's a great guy, very humble, well-spoken man. And we just want to pay tribute to him for being one of the biggest coaches in HBCU history, okay?
Facts.
Check it out.
Historically, black colleges and universities around the country are known for producing some of the best talent to come through the college ranks and on to the National Football League. What many may not know is the fact that those talented student athletes were coached by legendary coaches who not only changed their lives, but helped change the landscape of college football. The Mideastern Athletic Conference is proud to document and showcase some of these football coaching legends, including today's feature on a man who was a pace-setting coach at both the HBCU and predominantly white college levels. His name is Willie Jeffries.
I believe not the advent of being the first African-American head coach at a major university. I would think my contributions would be in the field of graduation rates. We had a high graduation rate at South Carolina State, Wichita State, and Howard. And believe it or not, at all three locations geographically, we got respect. So sometimes when you're trying to equal out how you're going to bring in different cultures into your daily lives, if you do those three, and we also would do the 3 F's, faith, family, and good future, those were the things that carried me. I'd like to be remembered not by the trophies, because they lose their luster. The cheering and applauding in the stands will cease, and it all boils down to the person. You know, the College Football Hall of Fame, it ranks above all of those. But when you speak of home at South Carolina State, if you're able to get into that Hall of Fame, and from there to the MEAC, our Conference Hall of Fame, those two I hold dearly.
Yes, we're back.
Yeah,
yes, sir. We back. And hey, I need you guys to subscribe, hit the notification button. We got a legend in the house. First team all MEAC, first team all American linebacker, Derek Harrison. I can see the emotion on his face. This is our life we're talking about. And that guy right there you just saw means everything to Orangeburg and us as football players and as men.
Yeah.
So and that's word.
Yeah, straight up.
Talk about him a little bit, Derek. Talk about him. You got to experience him as a player.
Yeah, man. That dude, that man. Coach Jefferson is an amazing man. You understand? To break the barriers that he did, being the first black football coach at a predominantly white university, you only can imagine the types of fights he had to put up with, the battles he had to put up with. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. And be innovative at the same time. You know, I think he is credited for creating a series of option plays that a lot of schools still use to this day. And I think he needs to get love for that, because he is very innovative in that aspect. For those that know South Carolina State football, But just a great man, and it was a total honor for playing for him. I played for him for 2 years, and then I was able to be a part of Coach Buddy Pugh, the current head coach of South Carolina State, his first year, which was 2002, and he has gone on to great success, as we know, at South Carolina State University right now. So playing for Coach Jeffries and Coach Buddy Pugh, who was another Hall of Fame coach. Make no mistake about it. Like him, don't like him, indifferent. However you feel about him.
Oh yeah.
He can coach the game. The record shows that. The wins, losses, the NFL pipeline that's running through Orangeburg rampant right now. They got a DB number 14. I think his name is Durant. He's a guy. So he gonna get that money. He made a lot of money versus y'all, KJ, the other day.
Oh yeah, I see him doing this thing. Yeah, man. I gotta give him some.
KJ said before the game, he said he playing against D1. He coming to Clemson. We gonna see what he made of. He's like, I heard a lot about him. I was like, all right, man, he gonna come up there.
Hey,
he went up there.
He got 2 picks. Job.
Hey, he made some money.
It's not a fluke. They call him a ball hawk.
Hey, and I'm gonna tell you who else made some money on Clemson. And see, that's how it works too, man. When you get your chance to shine on that big stage like that, you shine.
Hey, man.
That's what we talk about.
Yeah, don't waste that moment. You might not ever get it back.
You might not ever get it back. Correct.
Right.
Darius Leonard, Indianapolis coach. Make no mistake. When he dropped 18, 19 tackles versus Clemson, that put him on the map, sir. That got him. That got him his name out there too, because dude was all over the field. Oh, and that got he went number 10 for state too. So it might be some magic in that number. You know what I'm saying? But he made some money that game. He made some money that game. So I hope the young brother Durant, he keeps it going. You know what I mean? And everybody else on that squad. Because there's a pipeline running through, and it's a pipeline that Coach Jeffries created, as well as some others. Don't get me wrong, there's some other coaches there too, but when you say South Carolina State, you say Willie Jeffries.
That's right.
So that pipeline of the Porsches and the Harry Carsons, that transition right into the Buddy Pugh guys, that's got that pipeline to the league right now too. Javon Hargrave played, I think, isn't Javon Hargrave played for the Eagles now? Yeah. So, and a few other guys. So Coach Pugh has done a great job. So just give him his flowers too, like you said, right, KJ? Give him his flowers too.
Right.
But definitely, Coach J is like the grandfather. He's the man.
Exactly. Coach Pugh's been the coach for the past 19, 20 years. 2001. It's been 20 years. So he just passed Willie Jeffries in the record as the winningest coach at South Carolina State.
Congratulations.
He won a lot of MEAC championships. Sent a lot of players to the NFL as well. Willie Jeffries has 4 NFL players in the NFL Hall of Fame. The 5th probably would be Robert Porsche.
Truth be told,
out of all the South Carolina schools, South Carolina State has ushered in more NFL Hall of Famers than any other school.
That's right.
So talk about Willie Jeffries coming through our locker room in high school and you not even knowing that you're going to end up there your last 2 years of eligibility.
Coach J,
I know he said something to your body.
He was like, Coach J was like, "Hey, you gonna make a hell of a fullback?" I was like, "Fullback."
No. I'm back, man.
But looking back on it, I should have played it.
It would have worked.
I might have made some money. So
hey, you never know, man. For real.
Hey, it is what it is. You're 18, 17.
So he recruited you as a fullback the whole time.
Yeah, I'm like, man, what? Fullback?
He looking at you like Eugene James. He looking at you like another Eugene James.
Yeah, I'm not Eugene James.
I love it.
Yeah. So now he's Coach Jeffries is a comedian now. Like,
oh yeah,
you get to know him. Like he is a man of 1,000,001 jokes. Like, the things that he would say, just in general. He's just a funny guy. His personality is just second to none. And one award, I'm gonna tell you this award, and I've been blessed to receive a lot of accolades, right? And I'm thankful for God bless me, and I'm appreciative of that. But one award that I hold above all of them, and I was voted as one of the top 100 football players to ever play at South Carolina State on the when they did the 100-year anniversary team.
Oh,
and I was able to be a part of that team with the likes of all these Hall of Famers,
Deacon Jones, Harry Carson,
all those guys,
Donnie Shell.
And it was make no mistake, it was only 6 linebackers out of that top 100. And I was one of them. So I was like, I might be coming off the bench, but I'm on the team. I might be the special teams guy, but I'm on the team. Cut the check.
I'm on the all-time great team.
Man. Yeah. So
I wasn't supposed to be here, but I'm here.
But I'm here. So the special teams pick off, and I'm all right. Man. So but real talk, that's the one award, man, that I hold most dear than anything. Okay. Not even so much, and because I'm very much a team-oriented guy, But so being on that situation with those greats and seeing and going to that the ball they had and seeing all these Hall of Famers, bro. Seeing and then it was amazing. I'm saying? Very humbling. You know what I mean? For real.
Oh yeah.
So that was the one award that I really feel the most, proud of.
Okay, cool, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead, KJ.
So for a young man that might want to be a linebacker one day, talk about the importance of being a good linebacker, man.
Yeah, no doubt, KJ. And that's why I'm working with these kids down here, trying to create something. I got some guys down here. I'm coaching football at Bethune-Bowman High School down in Orangeburg. And I really want to instill in linebackers the true position, okay? And granted, the game has changed, as we all know.
Yeah,
it's no longer those thumpers. What I'm saying? Those first and second down, third down, you going in and you gonna kill this fullback, kill this running back. Those days are gone. Now linebackers look like KJ. They tall and slim and can run can run like crazy. They really safety. For real. They really
like safeties. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying, KJ? You know the game.
I got you.
They really like safeties playing linebackers now. So you gotta be able to run. And what really changed the game now too is and I'm getting to this coaching stuff.
I ain't gonna cut you off, but they got a whole bunch of Derecots.
Yes.
That.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Like 6'2", 225s. You know what I'm saying? That was in the 90s, covered 3 safeties in the box safeties. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was really that fourth linebacker in a 4-3 situation that just roll them down or whatever to be a run fit guy. Those are your linebackers now. So, and then what really kind of advanced the game from an offensive perspective that really took advantage of formations with the RPOs. So now you just can't be a run fit. You got to be able to be a run fit and get to that drop.
That's right.
As soon as you come for that run fit, what that quarterback gonna do? Boop. He's gonna dump it right over your head when you replace.
Yeah.
And also too, you just can't read linemen anymore because now in football they have like that 3 to 4 yard. If you watch the game, they give them like a 3 to 4 yard spacing that they can actually go upfield a little bit. You know what I'm saying? On a passing situation.
On a pass.
Yeah. Maybe 5 or 7 seasons ago, Nick Saban said something about it, how it's an unfair advantage because linemen are actually coming upfield on passes. Well, back in the day, you knew when it was a block down, when it was a run, because it was a block down, kick out, pull action. Now you're getting those same run actions, but it's a pass. You know what I'm saying? So linebackers now have to be
that check step. That check step gonna suck you in. That read check step gonna suck you in. The tight end gonna drag right behind where you left, or you gonna go on the out and you did.
Look, Tampa Bay, Gronkowski drag routes. You know what I'm saying? Ty Hill, deep slants. Because they sucking that linebacker up on the second level, and they sucking that safety up on the second level because a lot of times safeties got to be run fit guys. And what happens? You got guys that can throw it a mile, and they just throw it to a spot and letting boys go get that work.
That's right, man.
You watch
money up in the air.
Chiefs. Hey man, look, that it's not that they're doing something extravagant for us, schematic wise, but that RPO and those new schemes, as far as that how they block or whatever, really takes advantage of that.
So KJ, Derek was really good at calling out plays on the field, and I just kind of just watched. And ever since then, I've been able to watch TV or watch a game and know what's coming. I know what side is going to, and I know who's going to get it or who's supposed to get it. Oh, yeah. And that was just all coming from playing with him, because he was always intense in the locker room and in the huddle about alignments. Yeah. Talk about that, Derek, about being the middle linebacker and knowing where everybody's supposed to be.
Yeah, most definitely. The highest paid position, right now we know quarterbacks get that money, right? Oh, yeah. And we know left tackles get that money, and we know defensive ends and rush outside linebackers get that money. That's but the ones that really need to get it is the middle linebackers, because they got to know what everybody doing. Because they got to check, they have to check the front, and they have to check the coverage behind them. You know, it's very rare that you see a secondary guy that's leading the entirety of the defense. For one, just by position on the field. Your secondary is the corner's way outside the hash on the numbers.
There you go.
Safeties are 15, 20 yards back. How the front gonna even hear the call? So just from an alignment situation, the linebacker got to be the call maker, because they're in between both of them. You see what I'm saying? So all that stuff plays a major part in how defenses are called. You know, so from an alignment situation, you can kind of know where the ball is going based on film study, number one. You're getting tendencies down. You know, let's make no mistake. You know, it's definitely work that goes into that, watching film and such. But then seeing how and learning how, when I watch film, right, and I'm going, like, even now, when I get ready to prepare for a high school game, I watch the guy like a guard or a center or a tackle, and I watch their blocking techniques, right? Because they're always going to show some kind of tendency, right? Oh, yeah. And KJ, I know you did the same thing when you were scout receivers. You knew when they was going to run a slant because they foot might be planted a certain way. Yeah, you know, they're going to be running, you know, they're going to be running, if they run a damn zero, because they might be digging that back foot in so they can get off that line quick to get past you in that third. So you just learn different things like that, man, to kind of help you out. And then, so that's what I transferred into as a player. So I was able to get, you know, if I get 4 out of 10 correct, you know, that's good for me. That's 40%. There you go. When you look at baseball numbers, Jermaine, if you're hitting 300, you're an all-star. All-star. Yeah, man. Hey, you're a 300 hitter. You making 100 million. So, yeah. so if I get 4 out of 10, I shoot for that 40%.
Yeah, man. So you gotta go.
Yeah, man. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah. So talk about the bowl games. I know you guys played in the Peach Classic up in Atlanta. I was there that game in 2002 against North Carolina A&T. What other bowl games you guys played in?
Yeah, definitely. On Division I AA, especially HBCUs, we don't have that bowl system like Clemson. You know, we have the New Year days and all that. You know, really the HBCUs, we do the playoff system of the FCS, the former Division I AA. So you'll have 16 teams in it. I think they have 24 now, maybe. So you'll make the playoffs, right? So you do a playoff until you have national championship. So, but many times HBCUs, they may make second round, third round, but I maybe FAMU was the only one that I think won it, and I was like in 78 or 79 or something like that. So what we have is, instead of the bowl games like the bigger schools, HBCUs have the classics. So like you just said, Jermaine, the Peach Classic and the Orange Blossom Classic and those games. And
Bayou Classic.
Exactly. Yeah. And those are really like money games. You know what I'm saying? Like, to get, you know, make money for school, you know.
Battle the bands.
Yeah, all that. So it was fun. You know, Benedict, 2002, when we played him in Columbia. My Shula boys, I love them to death.
Shout out to the Shula boys, man.
Hey, true story. Like when we played CC in the Jamboree. This like 96, I believe. It was at Edisto, and Rolando was at quarterback.
That was me and Craig.
Bruh, I know good and hell well this dude is not playing quarterback, sir.
Bruh,
I get it. And
you look like a lineman.
Options?
Yeah.
I'm about to get them thighs.
Better hit him low, man. You break your back.
Yes, yeah. Look, and then some playing against him when he played tight end. Hell of a ball player, and great coach's mind too. Now, great coach's mind, you know. And his brother playing, you know, D-line or whatever. Those some good brothers, man. But so it was fun seeing those guys and playing against those guys.
Yep, you got to play against them again. So you guys leave South Carolina State. Did you work out? Did you have a pro day? Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, career for the NFL.
Yeah, man, definitely, man. We had a pro day at South Carolina State. We had Derek Watson, who transferred from USC to South Carolina State, right? Yeah. So when on our pro day, you know, they come to see him. They ain't coming to see me. They come to see Derek Watson. You know, you talking about
Terrence Metcalf.
Oh, well, Terrence was a guy too. Ended up going to the league, you know, but and nothing against Terrence, a guy. You understand me? A guy.
Yeah.
But just call it a spade. Derek Watson had more than scouts there for him.
Oh,
you're talking about a 6'2", 200. You're talking about a 6'2", 225-pound tailback running 4.5.
Yeah, man.
You know, and was doing the SEC.
That's right, man.
Like check the stat line. Like so, I'm like,
I was there.
Yeah, look, bro, just being real. So so we had a pro day. It went well. I did good on the bench. I ran, you know, I ran like 4.840 somewhere around there. Definitely not, you know, on the chart for what they want. You know, for my because they do a height weight ratio, what your number should be, and for my height and my weight, I should have been like at a 4.6 guy. You know what I'm saying? Even to so it didn't go well for me in that sense. But I performed to the best of my ability. I competed, and that's all I know.
Yeah.
You know, so
around that time, they were just talking. They wanted to see speed. You know what I'm saying? That's what the NFL was looking for, pretty much.
Yeah.
You know,
and that's
you ain't have. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry, bro. You good? Go ahead.
What I was saying, even if you ain't had much talent, man, they was like, well, he got speed. We'll help him when he get there. That's what they was kind of on at that time. You know, they wasn't kind of looking for football speed. Seemed like it,
bro. KJ, you saying a mouthful right there now, because there's a guy that on the team that ended up losing his position to a guy named Johnny Williams.
Johnny,
I'm not no disrespect now, none whatsoever. But as a guy, and he's a great ball player. But as the game is called competition, so Jamar Glenn, he played safety for us at State. He was 6'3", 205 safety now, and this dude could float on clouds. Like he was fast, like 4'4", 4'3", and he matter of fact, he still runs track to this day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like he was a runner. You know what I'm saying? So he got a look. You know what I'm saying? He got a look because, like you said, KJ, he was he was 6'3", 205, 340, vert 44 inches.
That's
broad jump down to 11 feet.
There you go.
We can do something with this.
Do something with that.
Yeah, man.
The numbers, man.
Bro, why do you think these basketball players getting all this look for football now? These power forwards getting moved to tight ends. Defense end, bro. That's what the game is, man. A basketball court, 94 feet? But what's that? 20 yards? I don't know the math.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah.
If they get them down that field, man, please. They don't get that money.
Tell them.
Money.
So what's your take on athletes getting paid now, man, in college?
Oh,
for the likeness.
Get your money, young brother. Get
it,
money.
Man. Get it. Yeah.
Look, let my son mess around be a guy.
Yeah.
Hey, back the Brinks truck up, sir, because we gonna get it about you. You know what I'm saying? And everybody better feel that way, because if they giving Pat Mahomes a $500 million, right? $500 million. What the owner getting? You understand? What the owner getting? What the higher?
Oh, you're going deep, boy. Yeah.
Come on now.
That's right.
Now. If they giving all these boys $100 million contracts, like, come on now.
Yeah.
What they getting? So if all these major facility upgrades, $80 million, $100 million indoor facilities, that money coming. Who getting that money for that school? Them athletes.
Oh, yeah, brothers.
You know, when I say brother, I'm talking about the black, white, Indian, Asian, whatever you is that you put in that
whatever. Yeah.
Whatever, you getting that money to that school. So, brother, get your money.
Yeah.
Now, but in the process of getting your money, get you a financial advisor.
Yeah, man.
You know,
yeah.
Actually
That's right.
learn how to make that money work for you.
There you go.
You're gonna be because bro, because if you getting that kind of my man, the young brother that played quarterback for Alabama.
Young.
Oh, yeah.
But bro, before he threw his first pass, he was worth $1 million off of NIL. Before he threw his first pass versus Miami, bro, he was worth $1 million off of NIL.
Man. Whoa.
Come on, man. And shout out to Jackson-State University with Deion Sanders, who's up on game 2.
There you go.
We all about to get this money for
That's
everybody.
right, man. Together.
His son, his son, the quarterback for Jackson-State, is like number 2 or number 3 for social media following. You know what I'm saying? That's bringing money to the school. And see, Deion know it. Let Deion Sanders have been an NIL deal back when he was at Florida State. Hey, he'll be swinging that curl and twiddling them fingers. So I say, get your money, but be smart about it. Don't be out here. And this the generation now, they view things a little differently than what we do. But get somebody in their corner that's not just talking about getting this paper, but actually making the paper work for them.
That's right, man. Somebody you can trust too.
Right. Get somebody that can trust. And that's not just gonna be trying to get up in their pockets.
There you go.
You know what I mean? And do some kind of get a financial advisor and help them learn about their money. Just don't see it for what it is right now, because So but I say get your money.
Dang. I wish we could have got that opportunity.
Yeah, I know, right?
You know what I'm saying?
20 years later.
Yeah, I mean, is it some kind of back pay thing? Anything going on you heard about? Shoot, man.
Bro, hey, look, I was happy when I saw my SC.State jersey in the stores being sold. I was happy. I bought 20 of them.
All right. Real.
I hope my wife ain't watching. But man, right, jerseys. So man, having those out there and seeing them in the stands and stuff, you know what I mean? It was fun, man.
Yeah.
Marcus Latimer. Look what Marcus Latimer did for USC, man. Look what Woody did for Clemson, man.
Telling you, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you think Woody wouldn't be a millionaire off of NIL deals? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Come on, man. The Taj boys. You know, I mean,
you keep going, man. Yeah.
Right, KJ. You can go. The list is forever long.
It's telling,
like forever long.
Yeah, and put me on that list somewhere. I don't care. I ain't gonna be at the top. Put me down there somewhere, man. I just need a little chunk, you know, man. Because we had to cover some big time receivers, man, week in and week out. Now I'm trying to tell you, I had to run for my life a couple times.
Bro, you ain't told no lie. You ain't told no lie, man.
Big backs coming out the backfield. Shoot, man.
Look at, man. You ain't told no lie, KJ. You ain't told no lie. And that's when receiver play was much different back then too. Like you had the Hines Ward who would come and knock your head off. You know what I mean? And then you had to cover them at the same time. You had the Peter Warricks, even though this is not late 90s, going 2000s, but those types of receivers. Derek Hamilton, a guy.
There you go.
What I'm saying? Like, bro, 6'5", kickoff returns, and leading the country. Come on, man. And he played receiver.
Shoot, running that thing back.
Human highlight.
Yeah.
So after you did your combine workout and everything, did you try CFL or Arena League or anything?
Yeah, I did. I tried CFL and I tried it for a year. Matter of fact, man, true story. Me, Jackie Robinson, and Al Troy Bodrick. God bless the dead, man.
Oh yeah,
Bodrick, man.
Al Troy.
That's 40 dudes, man.
Good
God
brother.
bless him, man. That dude, man. Great dude, man.
Oh yeah, it was, man.
But we all had the same agent, and this was the day of the draft. Like it's like day 2, and true story, man. So, not that I thought we would get drafted. Make no mistake. But I'm like, I might get into camp somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody might need a slow middle linebacker to do something.
Just give me a chance, man.
You know,
hey,
just give Penny a chance, man, please. But we all had the same agent, so draft over. I leave the house. I'm like, okay, I need to get prepared because hopefully I get this call. So our agent calls me and he's like, hey man, great news, man. Tampa Bay, they gonna give you a shot. They gonna give you a contract. They offer you a contract. Man, I damn near wrecked my car. Man, I almost wrecked. I was so turned up. So I hate it. He's like, I'm gonna call you back. I'm gonna call you back with more information. True story, bro. I can't make this up. So I stopped the car. I get out the car in the middle of 601, bro. I'm in the middle of 601. I got this money. Mama get in the car. Daddy get in the truck. I'm about to do it. 10 seconds later, bro, the agent called me. He's like, Derek, man. I'm like, yeah, man, you got the news? He's like, yeah, that was for Altroy. Mother.
Hey, man.
I was like, man, you mother. Cuss his ass out. You know? And, but it's all good because Altroy, I made it. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel in the periphery. That's how I truly feel. If any of my boys made it, I feel like I made it.
There you go.
So I was happy for him, like no doubt. Like
that's right, man. I'm a part of him making it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. So we all trained together up in Charlotte, leading up to the our pro days, whatever. And there was a bunch of us at this. Our agent took us up there, whatever. So it was a bunch of us that were training. So we, worked together, man. We worked on weights together, sprint drills together, all that. So even though I knew Troy previously prior to that, anyways, you know what I'm saying. But he made it. I made it too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm repping 48 Tampa Bay Buccaneers all day, Yeah. So, but yeah, true story, man. Our agent called me, said I got a contract to the Bucs, so I'm cutting flips on 601 in Orangeburg, and he called back 10 seconds later. Yeah, and that's for Altroy.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm crushed.
Why would you do that? Oh my God!
Oh man, look at that.
That's like telling you hit the lottery. I'm sorry, I got the wrong number.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like how you make but it's all love.
My number the wrong number, bro.
You know what I'm saying? It's all love. He was deserving because Altroy can float too.
Yeah, man.
Altroy
get to that ball, boy. Yeah.
Hey, look at man, Altroy can run. And see, Altroy was, truthfully speaking, Altroy ushered in a new movement of those. The 6 foot 6'1" to 230s. You know what I'm saying?
Body frame,
that can run sideline to sideline from the middle. You know what I mean?
Hey, but Derek, I didn't mean to cut you off. You remember scrimmaging him?
Yeah.
What number? He said he was number 5.
Yeah. Now, but
number 1,
probably. He was number 1.
Number 1, my bad.
Yeah. At Fairfield Central, he was number 1, and I remember him because I was like, "Who was this dude?" Fairfield Central ran a different type of defense because they were able to really have I don't even know what it is looking back on it, but I know he would be the only one in the middle, and they would have 2 high safeties. That was Marcus Coleman, who was a bona fide guy. You understand? And Irvin Mack at the other safeties. Then they had lockdown corners, so they was able to run like a man-free type situation. Have Altroy running sideline to sideline, cleaning people's heads off. You understand me? So he was a guy, but yeah, so I definitely remember him from high school being a ball player. Because Altroy really was a baseball guy.
Yeah, that's what he told us.
Oh, okay.
He said, man, I was supposed to be a baseball guy. My mom didn't want me to play football.
Yeah, and he's a receiver. And he's a hurdler.
How about when he passed, I found out him and my mom were work friends. After we did the podcast and all that.
Man, that's funny how life is, man. That's funny how life is, bro. Yeah. But Altroy, man, God bless him, man.
Yeah. So, you leave the combine. You said that you got that call, but it wasn't for you. So, did you still try to pursue football, or did you go into coaching?
No, I let it loose. You know what I'm saying? I let it loose. I'm not the type of guy that's going that. I say, you know what? I had success, and I was good with that. I had an opportunity to try out. I didn't make it. I tried some CFL teams for their tryouts, as far as like a combine type situation, not like a camp or nothing like that, but like a combine type tryout scenario. Didn't make it. Same thing on arena, didn't make it. I was fine with that because I felt like I had a good career. You understand? So I was cool. So I said, well, let me get into the other aspect. Let me get into coaching. So I went back to state, finished up my degree because I took a year off to train after my program in 2002 to take a year off to try, for a year. And so I went back to school, finished my degree. And another good friend of mine by the name of Aaron Walker, I grew up with him at Irmo High School. He's a great ball player in his own right. He coaches offensive line currently now at Irmo High School, but he went to East Carolina University. 3 years starter there too. A guy. But he was strength coaching at UNC Chapel Hill, the Tar Heels. And he knew I liked them weights. He knew I was about that business in that weight room. So he was like, hey man, come on to North Carolina and be a GA in the strength and conditioning program, and that'll get your foot in the door, to go on, to going up in the chain or whatever. So I did that and enjoyed it, thoroughly enjoyed it. And what I learned there, I said, you know what? I can bring this back to a HBCU and have that same type of training mentality. And KJ, you can speak on this because you know that D1 training is like on a whole nother level.
Right.
My man, what's his name? Bass up there at Clemson. I think that's his name, or Bates, or whatever his name is at Clemson.
Yeah.
Man, it's a science to lifting. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, Coach Bass. Yeah, that's what you're talking about.
There you go. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah.
Man, it's a science to this thing, man. And I was like, the little bit I was there to learn, I said, if I could take it back to an HBCU, because we had strength programs at HBCUs, don't get me wrong, but it was, your bench, squat, deadlift, power clean, There wasn't no different movements that really develop your speed, your explosiveness, and all that. So I'm like, man, I'm about to bring this back to state or whatever other kind of black college I can put on games and really turn this thing around, So that was my thought process. So I did that, and then I got into I did it at North Carolina. Tried to come back to college ranks, but they didn't really see the light at the time. There's no hard feelings. They didn't really see it like I saw it because I guess they didn't see it firsthand like myself or KJ might have saw it on that level. So they weren't understanding it like that. So I was like, well, let me do something else. That's when I got into high school coaching and teaching.
Okay, cool. So you go to Bethune, right? You started coaching.
My first year coaching, I was at Bethune-Bowman, and then let me take that back. My first year was at SC High School in Hampton County, South Carolina. Very small school, small town. Great experience there. Left there, went to OW, back to Coach Brown, offered me a position to coach at OW. So I went there for 3 years. And then I was able to get a head coaching job at Bowman for 2012 and 13. Got fired in 2014. But, man, I get kind of lively at times, So
you're a very passionate guy.
Very passionate man. Very passionate guy. So, but lessons learned, and I moved on and went to Columbia High for a year, and then Calhoun County for a couple of years, and then I'm back at Bowman now. So that's how God works with me. You know what I'm saying? That's how He put that thing in place for me. You know what I mean? So that's why I was like, well, it must be, Lord, that you're trying to tell me something. And it's like, this is my second opportunity to do it right this time. Not that I was doing anything wrong or bad. Make no mistake. You know what I mean? But get an opportunity to do it.
The first time.
Yeah.
You got any 3-star, 4-star recruits coming out of Bowman?
Man, look at man. We working on it.
That's the right way to answer that,
Yeah.
And we're working on it.
We working on it.
Oh, that's the best way to answer that.
Yeah,
so
we're working on it.
For the people that want to keep up with you, Derek, man, for all the SCSU Bulldog fans, alumni that follow your career from OW, from Irmo up into South Carolina State, where can they follow you and You know, if they wanted to reach out, send their kid to you for a camp, just go ahead and drop the information for them right now.
Yeah, man. And thank you, Jermaine, for putting me on that too, and thank you, KJ, as well.
Oh yeah.
I got to get up on that. I don't have, I got Facebook, but it's, family, friends. You know what I mean? Like,
understand.
But I have to, and again, this is how the progression works. How just like football changed over time, this whole social media thing, I got to get a better hold on it, because that also can create for me some passive income. You know what I'm saying? By getting little camps on the side, coaching young men up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what's going on out here right now. A lot of times people are these coaches now, former players are doing specialized coaching. You know what I'm saying? They're specializing in coaching DBs, or Jermaine coaching catchers. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Specialize in not for monetary gain, but just
for
having
the
that
love.
You know what I'm saying? That's a thank you. Don't get me wrong, but why not pass on all this knowledge to some young brothers? And I'm saying brothers, black, white, Asian, Indian, don't matter.
Don't matter.
Kids, you know what I'm saying? So they can be better ball players. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Tim Jennings, who's got that thing going on in Atlanta. I believe he got a little not a little campaign.
Tim.
About what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? But he's doing it too. So funny story about Tia too, man. Like, let me tell you. So, because I watched a little bit of the interview, and I was gonna jive him on how do we jive. So I was like, Tim was on his recruiting visit to South Carolina State.
Oh yeah.
And I was his host his senior year, and he was like, man, he got a little deep voice now, he doing his little thing, the young boy. He's like, man, hey, South Carolina State, they off me, and I'm like, man, well, hey, come and ball out, man, get this work. So later on that night, he tells me that Georgia called him and offered him a scholarship. And I was like, man, what the hell you still here for?
Shoot, boy, you gotta go.
Go, man. Like, you get the hotel room, have a little fun, whatever, and the bags.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, get missing, young brother. Yeah, man. So, but that's a fun story about Tim, man. But and he broke the mold too, man. You got to think, man. Just him, KJ, Tim Jennings, man, I can't call his name. Notre Dame. Thank you, Harper.
Yeah.
Turo. It's been like the amount of talent that has come through OW that Coach Brown has had a hand in. Hear me? It's crazy. You know what I mean? And no disrespect to Coach Crosby at OW now. He's doing a great job.
Oh yeah.
Man, just and it's funny how he never won no championship. So and I'm like, okay, you may have that, but who else ain't won no championship before? You know what I'm saying? I can name many coaches that never won no championship before.
I'm telling you, man. Yeah.
But how many kids did Coach Brown send to school? You understand me? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, and then equate those scholarships to dollars. You know what I'm saying? Like, it costs $100,000 to go to Clemson, I believe, or somewhere around there. That's $1 million right there, just in the players he's in the Clemson. Because and what people don't know too about Coach Brown, when he was sending a football player, he'll send a trainer also.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? When he sent a football player to USC, he'll send a trainer. So it wasn't just about ball. You know what I mean? He was getting them up in there because he had foresight to know that, okay, I know they need young black brothers and little brown brothers in this sports medicine field and this equipment management field. Shout out to Troy Johnson at FAMU, who's doing major. You understand? Like, so.
Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Right. So, Derek, what's your advice to any player that's coming up right now, no matter what level, high school, college, what's your advice to them in today's, football society? It's different from when we came up.
Yeah, man. Number one, hit them books.
There you go. Because you won't get into school without that.
You can't do nothing without them books. Hit them books. And I ain't even talk. Hey, don't talk to me if you ain't. Because I ain't.
That's right.
First I'm gonna tell
don't
you.
Waste my time, man.
Don't waste my time. Because that's what the coach gonna tell you. That's what the college gonna tell you. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna say, well, you know what? Maybe get them grades or maybe they'll do something for you. Hit them books, number one, early. You know what I mean?
That's right.
And then learn time management. You know,
that's it.
Learn time management skills and prioritize yourself, because you got to. For those that know, I just told my team, the kids on the team. I'm not the head coach, but the guys on the team.
Gotcha.
I said, athletes have to be the smartest kids on campus. And I'm not just talking about football. I'm talking about any sport, basketball, baseball, track. My guy, what's up,
Shula?
There you go. What's up, Shula?
Anybody, you got to be the smartest kids, because you got to know, you got to still bust your butt in school, or you're gonna lose your money academically, and you got to play sports, which is really a 50-hour or 60-hour a week job, because weights is 2 hours. Study hall is mandatory, hour and a half, 2 hours. Training table, because you got to eat. Like, they check roll for you eating. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Then you got meetings. Then you got practice. Then you have meetings after practice. Right. Like, and you got to try to have a social life. You know what I'm saying?
We talked about that, Jermaine. We talked about that. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to have that time management, man.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Like, you got to have that. So hitting them books and time management.
Yeah.
You get them 2 things down first. Yeah. You get them 2 things down first, and then we can talk about sports. And then we talk about what motivates you too. Like, and if money motivates you, you're in the wrong situation.
Yeah, there you go.
What if it ain't no more? Now, I know our boy drive around talk about get your money, young man, and I'm real about that. But at the same time, that just can't be your only motivating factor.
Yeah, that's
true.
true.
I mean? Like, you got to love the game. Like, I love ball.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, I love the game.
That's right, man.
It teaches so many lessons in life.
Shoot.
Like, I know who ain't gonna be there for me when the time get tough. I know Jermaine gonna be there for me because he was with me on 4th and 1.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? KJ, you know who gonna ride with you, because you know that safety that had your back on cover 3 on cover 2 when they had to hit that 5 right in that corner.
There you go.
He got to get
That's
over
right, man.
You know what I'm saying? You hear me? So I know who gonna have my back. And them the kind of kids you wanna coach. And those are the ones that don't need money to motivate them.
There you go. Yeah. Any shout outs before we leave tonight?
Oh man,
man.
Do I?
Yeah.
Man. Terry Brown, Bob Stillwell, Robert Hanna,
Right.
Frank Mack, Jermaine Coulter, Kevin Johnson, David Corley, Rolando Shula, Altrey Bodrick, Irvin Mack, David Corley. Man, look here. Ron Henry, look, Sweet Feet. Hey, let me tell you a story.
Hey, for some reason, go ahead. Go ahead.
Hey, man, I was hard on Henry, man.
Go ahead.
In high school, I was hard on him.
Yeah, you want to make them better, yo. That's right.
Hey, man, look. I know I was an asshole.
But you knew he was going to be good, though.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I was. But and I was hard on Henry. But my guy is a ball player. And he came through my senior year versus Irma High School. They threw a deep post, and he went and got an interception and saved that game for us. You know what I'm saying? Because in practice that week, he had missed an assignment, and I went in and got with him. Just talking to him as a senior is supposed to do to a younger guy, and he made a play. You know what I'm saying? Like, so shout out to Henry, and man, every other body in the play that I ain't called out, man. You know what I mean? Like, just everybody, man. I'm just so appreciative of this platform, like I said, KJ and Jermaine, that you guys are giving to old heads like myself. You know what I mean? So
that's right, man. I story matter too, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
man. Because we help a lot of people make it to where they are, man, through our hard work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Because them younger guys, Tim seen you and him be doing work. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
You know, and them other guys seen Jermaine, they seen you doing work on the field and baseball. You know what I'm saying? Them guys seen you at Claflin, dropping balls in the bucket from catch to second. Well, I know. Knocking the bottom out the bucket from home plate. I went to practice one time, and I seen you was at it, and it was just good to see, man. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, me personally, if one of my people make it, I made it. You know? What I mean? That's just how I feel about it, man.
Yep. I was watching the highlight of you, and I could hear somebody talking on the field, and then all of a sudden I saw you pointing. He's like, "Hey, back up, now!" I said, "That's Derek. That's Derek talking to the defense. I can hear you like I was on the field next to you on TV. I'm like, man, that's Derek talking to everybody. He got talking to the commentator, the referee, and everybody else on the field. I was like, that dude a coach. He been a coach.
Yeah, that's right, man. For real. Bro, he was a player coach out there, man. For real.
He was.
Man. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Hey, man,
thank
love you, bro.
Man.
Sure, man. Thank you.
No doubt, man.
Means a lot.
Man. Hey, you guys just tune in to another edition of the Sports Shot 27. I'm your host, Jermaine Coulter. I'm my co-host, Kevin Johnson, KJ.
That's right, man.
And today we'd like to thank special guest, my boy, my LB for life.
Yeah,
man. Right, boy. In the trenches, straight up, right?
Mm-hmm. Hey, dude.
All-American, Shrine Bowl, leader in tackles in high school.
Orangeburg Wilkinson finest, man.
MEAC. I mean, I seen him hit the best running backs you seen on SEC TV and ACC network.
Yeah.
Talking about Squirm. I'm sitting right there next to him.
Yeah, knocking mouthpieces out, man.
Man.
What's up?
Hey, they used to compare him to Sam Mills back in high school.
Man. Yeah, man.
Ooh, wait.
Oh, man.
Rest in peace, Sam Mills.
Yeah.
All right.
Big shout out to Derek Harrison, baby.
Man.
That's right,
man.
Hey, good luck on your season, man. We appreciate you coming on to the show. Hey, you're welcome more anytime to come on the shop, man.
Anytime, yo.
Appreciate it, man.
Everybody watching, make sure you subscribe.
Love you, for real.
Tune in on Facebook and YouTube. Make sure you hit the like button, the notification button. Also subscribe and follow us on Spotify and Deezer. We got that merch. You can hit our website as well.
We got it.
What's our motto, KJ?
Hey, man, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. So keep going.
How you finish. Real. Yeah. Keep pushing.
Right. Until next time, you guys wear your mask and be safe. We out. Peace.
Peace.